most team better ban it because I think it's like super OP. But I guess I just couldn't play it yet. It's like the most OP champ.
So today is Sunday. G2 just took on BDS in the upper bracket finals and managed to beat them 3-1, but it was a very hard fought match. And I have Ansama today, the ADC of the team. And how are we feeling after this match?
I'm feeling still a little bit out of breath because the last game was like such a banger game. We were very behind and we found a lot of angle, like speaking a lot. Everyone was speaking a lot, so like I'm still out of breath because of that. But that was quite an interesting best of five, and that was quite fun, I would say.
Yeah, it felt like Ice, especially on BDS, managed to challenge you guys a lot. I mean, especially in last game, he managed to free farm and get a few kills. Especially, I think you had that botched dive right on top lane, and he got very fed. How do you feel about your own performances, by the way, in this series? Are you happy with how you played and how the team played in general?
I think I was kind of happy in some of the games for my own performance, and a bit less happy in the others. And yeah, I think the team so far is pretty happy with the performance because we've executed kind of well what we've tried to practice. And when you do this, it's like always a nice thing to do because the more you try hard, the more you try to go deeper into some of the stuff about the game in practice. It shows the result. So that we showed some of the results from our practice today match. So for sure, as a team, we feel very very good about it. And I was very specifically about the swap. There's more like three games swapping on them. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely the thing that everyone will be talking about, the lane swaps. I think it happened in the LPL first, right? Maybe NIP did it a bit. Did you guys have time to practice it before this match, or did you like really just do it on a whim, pretty much?
We had like one or I think we had like 3 days or something, like just a week of Scrim to try it out. I don't remember who brought it up, but for sure someone has to bring it up, right? And that wasn't me that brought it up. Um, but some of us playing this lane swap meta for sure brings back a lot of memory because like you actually lane swapping at level 1 and there's a lot of macro knowledge that you maybe have acquired when you were back in 2017 and I think that was 2017. I don't really remember exactly, but it was years
That
ago.
was
And
a long time
playing,
ago, yeah.
yeah, that was a mega lane swap meta. Top laners level 1 for the whole game. Okay, maybe not the whole game, but the whole 5 minutes of the game with 0 CS. And that was what happened. That's the game we played today. And that worked well with the hyper carries. That's why I really pushed on maybe picking the Ophelios on game 4. Didn't expect to pick it, but I was like, oh, we are so much into it. Might as well just pick the one strong AD carry to swap because Aphelios with red chakram always is a decent champ for that regard.
It was very surprising as well to see BDS show up so well on the day because, I mean, obviously, as everyone has been saying, they were 18 or you were 18 and 3 against them before this series. I think now you are like 21 and 4 against them, which is kind of insane. But that aside, were you surprised that they managed to kind of read the strategy that you had, especially in game one? Because the early game definitely didn't go exactly as you planned, right?
Okay, I was very surprised that they reacted that way level game 1 because we just didn't show, I think. If I remember correctly, they were just trying to early invade our bot side, but there was no like sign of us going to lane swap. I guess we picked some champs that could be good for the lane swap because just hyper carry and tank top, I guess. So I was like, I was very surprised that they were. I was very surprised they were 5 top.
Sorry for cutting you. I just interviewed Adam actually, and he said that they actually managed to see that you guys were gonna do this because of the Sion pick apparently, and they knew that you guys were
Oh,
gonna line swap.
I guess they somehow knew.
Yeah, I guess
They are
so.
so good. Sucks for us because 5 man, I mean 3 man invading them. They're stacking and having Ash with Ghost. No one of us can actually escape. I was not gonna lie, I was kind of confused, and I was pressing S on top lane with my champion and trying to think how do you kind of get out of this situation? Because it's like full fiesta. I could actually kill Varus, I remember, but I was actually thinking so hard. My attention was full of like, wait, do I need to push that wave and then go bot, or do I have to like slow push, or do I have to? It's like so messy when this happens. Like they were just topside when I guess that was a surprise.
And I mean today as well, like BDS respected your Draven pick. It was banned in every single game. Are you a bit sad about this? I mean, I wanted to see your Draven personally, but yeah, I guess not today.
I mean, are they? I mean, most team better ban it because I think it's like super OP. But I guess I just couldn't play it yet. It's like the most OP champ. But I guess most people don't really play it. So good for them, they ban it. They have to keep banning it, I think.
But that aside, I talked to Caps last week and I had a very interesting topic that he brought up as well. He told me that you started, especially last week, to talk more in comms, and you were the one that like pulled the team together and often like kept G2 on the right path. Do you think that you've been like doing more work recently on communications? Have you been like improving on this side?
It's always like a big challenge of mine. Because usually when I'm playing the game, I'm like, mm, there are a lot of time that I'm talking a lot. There's a lot of time that is a bit different where I wouldn't talk much. It would depend on my focus, on my or what is going on actually. For sure, um, for sure. Last week I tried to talk more about some of the macro aspect that we were just skipping, not doing good, and not making our players clean, and was definitely taking a lot more focus on that. So yeah, I would be talking a lot from time to time. It doesn't mean that my team don't talk. My team talks a lot. It's just like some aspect macro-wise, bot side, as a 4 man, as a 3 man, that is important to like you have to execute a correct wave of macro when you play with your jungle, with your mid. How do you connect with your mid? There's a lot of things. So I try to like think about it. But for sure, takes a lot of attention from it, especially if I'm doing in the game. Sometimes like it's always a challenge for me to balance both, where I need to look the champion on my screen and think about the whole perspective of the game, the macro, and I just need to train so I become faster at both of those. I want to keep calling some of the things I'm calling and focus very hard in mechanically.
You guys probably finished solo leveling by now, right? Are you guys still watching something else now? And also, what rating would you give solo leveling now that it's over?
We all finished solo leveling, and I would say that it's really insane. Everyone liked it. I would personally put 10 out of 10. It's so insane. I was so hyped. It's such a pity that it's just 12 episodes, but I guess gonna have to wait for the season 2 soon, I think. And right now we're just watching. Some of us in the team are watching House of the Dragon. I think we are watching Hunter x Hunter. Some of my teammates didn't watch, so we're just watching. It's really nice. We're like around episode 45, 50. Just kind of getting good and better and better. And yeah, oh god, I wait for the Boys season 2. I don't remember when it comes out, but we were like even renaming to uh, one of the character in the Boys. So there will be a lot of things to watch.
Fair enough. And I mean, obviously, lately we've had, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but the coach of Vitality, Pad, was in a lot of Twitter drama about Eli, saying that some people were saying like he was a bit running it, and some people said he was creating some space. So I would like your hot take as well. In game 2 today, was Mickey X running it, or was he creating space?
Oh, actually, I didn't see the drama on Twitter. I don't really open Twitter actually. But yeah, I think just like creating a lot of space, and definitely Mickey is that same type of player. You're trying to create a lot of space. Sometimes it's kind of your habit to do this, so it's a bit harder to always think of all the angles they can attack you, and especially a lot of people know those specific, I guess, support player that would step up a little bit more than the others. They will try to target. Like some people will for sure try to target Mickey. Oh, we're facing Mickey, then he might be alone. Just attack him, right? Don't be scared. But for sure, Mickey was trying to get a lot of space, and I think in general, in most of the game is good for the pressure that we give. So sometimes it just can go downhill, like some of the Notice game we've had. But yeah. I think we were just very weak after what happened after Dragon. We got like a kill on Nami, everything was going perfect, and I remember that the Dragon was a complete disaster. Actually, that if those two things didn't happen, I would expect maybe like a cleaner series. Like when we went for the Dragon on the first game and we tried to go back to our bot lane, we got double killed. I died pretty later than that, so I was losing the whole wave after this. So Lucian is like giga OP, and then he carried the game. And then the fourth game was like we were so ahead, we just have to control ourselves because we were like, I should have stepped up and be like, okay, we have to do this. We're not going for the dive. We want minions, especially, and like we were 2k gold ahead, I think, having stronger top laner. That is a tank against Rumble. So I thought this game was so free win after 5 minutes. It just has to keep going that way. But then we just through, and it's like they're ahead, right? And they're giga fed.
I do have to cut you though because we have to close out the interview. But just quickly, without any explanation, who are you facing in finals? BDS, Vitality, Fnatic?
BDS.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, Ansama. Sorry for cutting you, and hopefully I get to talk again very soon. Maybe in the finals, maybe at MSI even.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks
Have
for
a
the
great
interview.
night.
Have a great night, you too.